Good afternoon from Lake Mary, Florida. My name is 𝗬𝗠𝗟𝗏. I'm with Crown Roofing, and what we are doing today, we are doing a complimentary hurricane roof inspection. Hurricane season is just around the corner. We are offering to our clients complimentary inspections, and what we're doing, we're going around evaluating all the roof systems, make sure that they are in tip-top condition, and we're providing comprehensive reports outlining discrepancies. What I wanted to do with you today is just walk you through one of my inspections. It's very basic, very simple. Let's get started. First thing I do when I get on a roof, I walk to a boot, especially if it's a TPO roof system. The boot will identify the manufacturer of the roof, which is 𝗖𝗿𝗄𝗏. Now once I identify the roof system manufacturer, then I go to the termination point in the roof, which is the counter flashing. And as I walk along the counter flashing, gives me a general idea of the metal detail work. Also look very closely at the sealant used to maintain the watertight integrity of this roof system. And as you walk along here, let's slow down here, you'll start to see that this product is reaching the end of its lifespan. It's separating from the parapet wall. It's dry rotted, it's cracking. This is a good shot of it, right? I'm gonna make recommendations that we come through and remove any of that product and apply a new coat of polyurethane-based caulk around the entire perimeter of the counter flashing. And as I'm looking at the counter flashing, I'm also observing this coping. This coping is concrete. It's approximately 15 feet in length, and in between each piece there's a seam. Now down in that seam there's backer rod. It's a polyethylene foam material, and typically apply a 1/2 inch thickness of the sealant. And if you look right here, there's an opening. Now what happens here is water will drain down in there. It may or may not make it behind the roof system, but it will certainly make it in between the parapet wall, interior parapet wall, and the exterior of the building, and it will deteriorate that stucco. And I've seen it where stucco is just falling off from years and years of neglect. Let's walk around here. There's another hole. That's probably not an issue, but as we walk around and take a look at the coping, that one's in pretty decent shape. Walk along here, and here's another one. That is a big hole. And what we'll do is we'll remove any of the failed product, replace any backer rod if needed, then typically install a 𝗖𝗿𝗟𝗏 790. It's a silicone based single step application, no primer needed, reduces labor, and it lasts a long time. Well, here's another one. There's an opening. All right, once I determine the overall condition of the parapet wall, the coping, the termination flashing, observe the single ply membrane along the entire parapet wall, which is in great condition, then I work my way out into the field. I look closely at any of the lap seams, all of the lap seams, and look for any cold wells, any punctures out in the field. Just get a general overview of the type of craftsmanship, what level of craftsmanship was used during the installation. Now, more than likely, this is a fully adhered system, mechanically attached ISO board. But one thing I want to bring to light over here, you'll see a collection of repair patches. One thing you'll notice with this repair patch, this is an improper patch. All TPO membrane patches should be circular in shape, and what it does, it eliminates any corners that any HVAC technicians or people like myself that walk along with my shoe accidentally kick that up and ruin the repair. It looks like someone's been out here pretty recently doing that. Once I observe the overall condition of the field, which I want to bring to note, you'll see a lot of organic growth on this roof. What that does, that prevents the roof from being a reflective roof system. And the darkness in the roof system will absorb energy into the roof, heat up the office spaces below it, create the cause the HVAC system to run continuously even harder, and utilizes more energy and increases cost. So a bright white reflective roof system would be the goal. Also, eventually this organic material will build up and clog the deck drains, and these roofs are designed and pitched to drain water, not to hold water. It only creates problems. So let me go back into the HVAC room behind the blind wall. I'm going to show you some overall conditions of the penetration caulking. Let's make a note over here. give you something to compare to. This boot for this security camera is hidden out of most of the Florida sunlight. So the overall condition of this caulking is really not that bad. It's on PVC pipe, stays pretty cool. You'll see some organic growth there. Just doesn't get a lot of sunlight. Now let's step in behind the blind wall. Take a look at some plumbing penetrations. Now most of these, if not all of them, are cast iron. August heat, 95-degree weather. This cast iron pipe heats up tremendously, and you'll see the overall condition of the caulking. It's broken down dramatically. Now what'll happen is this will eventually fall off. You'll have an opening. This pipe is penetrating the metal deck into the drop ceiling, and it's going to leak into the space below. So we'll make recommendations to come through, remove that completely, and add a new layer of polyurethane-based caulk. If I was to give this roof system a score of 1 to 10, it's actually a pretty good shape. It just needs some little TLC, needs some preventative maintenance. We're going to make basic recommendations for some preventative maintenance, maybe some pressure washing, and we'll bring this roof back to life, and we'll be able to extend the life of this roof for what it was designed for. Thanks for watching my video. This is a rough draft. I can make it shorter, make it longer. I like to keep it simple. I don't use a lot of too much roofing terminology, so I don't confuse my property managers. But it's worked for me in the past. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from it, and I'd like to do it more on a professional level. Peace.